more analysis on this, and we can speak to Daniel Brown, who's an associate professor in astronomy and science, who joins us from Nottingham Trent University in the United Kingdom. Thank you so much for joining us. First of all, your thoughts, just how significant a milestone is this voyage?
It's an interesting one. It sounds like it's an amazing step forwards, but possibly only if we're thinking about who is doing this. So it's now not countries or big associations, but a firm. It's a billionaire. For them, it's a big milestone. But we have seen people in space. We have had people orbiting space, living in space. So this mission, I'm taking it with a pinch of salt here at the moment. It's an amazing thing to see, and it's definitely an amazing chance for the participants in this mission to just go into space for a few minutes, free fall back down. But I wish I could be more excited about this. It's really fun to watch, but as a scientist and astronomer, I remain a little bit doubtful how productive and how useful this will be.
OK, well, we've got another 10 minutes or so, just under 10 minutes till liftoff. We can see the countdown there in the corner of the screen. Don't worry, I'm not going to keep you here all that long. But just to be clear, the other two crew members on board that rocket, they're not going to be flying it, are they?
No, this is an entirely autonomous vehicle, so there's no pilot required, which from a point of view as tourists would see it is ideal because you can use the maximum space to sell for tickets. So at that point, everyone in there is a tourist, so they don't need to fly anything whatsoever. Or you could use the space as well in its entirety for certain physical experiments. Jeff Bezos was talking about that. He's thinking of offering this for microgravity experiments as well. So really fascinating. And the passengers in there are really eclectic mix of different people. And you can see that Jeff Bezos has a very optimistic view of his mission because he's going in there himself with his younger brother as well. And then we've got two fascinating additions to the crew as well. Somebody who's going to be the oldest astronaut in space is joining with well into her 80s, a pioneering female aviator, and we've got the youngest, so somebody who's a student from the Netherlands is joining and cracking the record of being younger than the 25, which was previously held before. So really, really interesting mix. Definitely interesting from the point of view of a tourist experience because you're really sampling maybe a wide range of audiences. From the scientific point of view, again, I would like to be more enthusiastic.
Well, I think you've already given us quite a lot of cause for excitement, given the diversity of the people on board, the fact this is an autonomous rocket, doesn't require pilots, astronauts on board as such. Tell us one other thing that I didn't understand. They're flying just beyond the Kármán line. Tell us what that actually means and why that might be significant.
That is the bone of contention, because last week we've heard how Richard Branson with his mission went near space. Just staying underneath that limit. So this is the limit that is recognized internationally, not necessarily by NASA, but internationally as the limit where space starts. Now, it's a bit tricky to see if that's really true because space is not like another room. You open the door and you're inside. It's very much leaving the kind of atmospheric influences of Earth and dealing with certain aspects of space as well. So it depends where you are, how the conditions in space currently are as well, where that limit, if there's a limit, actually can be set, because it's a gentle, smooth variation. However, that's 100 kilometers and people do get recognized as entering space. But it is entering, I have to say, I've compared it with others as jumping and touching space and coming down. You're not really going there to stay, so they're nowhere near in any position entering an orbit around Earth.
OK, well, thank you for managing our expectations on that. We'll come back to you, if that's all right with you, Daniel Brown, because we're going to go on to some other world news. But it looks like we're about 6 minutes away from liftoff. When we do have liftoff, we'd love to get some more insights from you, if you don't mind staying with us.